a fire song of the album, a little Uzi verse that I really liked.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Pudgy.
Yeah, Pudgy.
That actually was my bracket song for a couple
Oh,
days,
yeah.
actually.
That thing is my head bobbing.
Yes.
Y'all are making me feel old. I don't know half of these names.
You brought up Natasha Bedingfield, and I was like, oh, I know her. You know, way back in the day.
Everyone knows her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, getting into it, PS2 here. This is a very comfortable stage for Skittles here, and also a very comfortable matchup. Skittles has a lot of practice versus Scar, who's in the building here with us, but we've also got so many clouds in this bracket. This is looking like really nice for Skittles, no matter what pool you're in.
Oh wow, that boomerang was not on his side. That was a crazy interaction.
Yeah, Tony showing a little bit of his Young Link experience. I do know he has a couple of solid younglings raining from the state of Michigan. Tony coming through, showing us that experience right away, ready for that boomerang to come back. But off stage now, things get risky. I feel like it's so easy to take Cloud's jump as youngling.
Selfishly, I'm gonna be watching this really intensely because like I really do struggle with this matchup. Like I generally just counterpick against it just because it's just so tough. Like back air can shut down so many younglings options so quickly. It sounds like both of them are like very experienced in the matchup, so we're gonna see like very high level versions of this matchup. But
yeah, no cheese.
Yeah, no cheese.
All right, trying to come through with something. Tony finds that up tilt right away, a little tomahawk up tilt. And wow, Skittles is gonna find his back air first, coming out a little bit quicker, find a little 1-2.
Skittles honestly thrives in this position. Ooh, not like that though.
Well,
not that position.
He thrives in this position. You know, blast zone.
But he does have a knack for playing very slippery, especially against Cloud, who might just have some startup on some of his moves and gives him good enough time to react to some of these.
Yeah, Youngling definitely like a sleeper movement character, right? Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Youngling can come through with some crazy, just mesmerizing movement. You never really know where he's going to end up. But Tony not having a hard time with that right now, finding a couple hits in a row. The uppies are coming through, but by the ledge finds another cross slash. Tony playing very aware.
Yeah, you have to be really frame tight with Youngling's combos in this matchup because like we saw there was a situation where like there's a landing trap, maybe I can get this up B, but he's gonna get cross slash, or maybe I can find someone with this back air, but he can just up B at a disadvantage. Like it's definitely tough for Youngling to just like get anything that is not 1,000% true.
Great tomahawk grab there for Anthony.
Oh, he's waiting out limit.
Yeah, that was smart. Anthony trying to let it rip right away, but Skittles is going to find the first connection. The down air almost been a kill. And
I thought that was a kill Sparks for the up smash.
Wait, Bella, we made the same face. We said, what?
Yeah, you guys both leaned over.
I feel like I watch this matchup so much, but like every time I see it, I see some interaction I haven't just yet. But that's just the beauty of Smash. There's always something new.
Ooh, the pogo stick. Double dare to up air. Tried and true 48% from Youngling. That is a tough start for Anthony's final stop.
Pogo stick indeed. All he was missing was a backflip.
Literally.
Coming through with that pogo movement. Anthony has been unable to find an opening in quite a bit here.
He is just swinging for the fences trying to find something. The quarter's going to do it, but he is really just throwing out whatever he can.
Yeah, limit out. Anthony going to be looking to find a strong opening. Yep, Skittles just going to wait it out. And wow, Anthony just letting it rip right away, trying to find something. Unable to do so as Skittles has been playing very careful, very precise this game so far.
Oh, and this is where you do not want to be versus Youngling at ledge, trying to find a way in against this barrage of attacks. Not even just the projectiles, but those really fast, safe aerials. That fair is going to do it, just catching that jump. Really good stuff from Skittles here. That was pretty dominant. This is 0% on that last stock.
Yeah, me too. They both took turns being really powerful at ledge trapping and keeping the other person trapped in the corner.
Yeah.
It's a little bit safer for Youngling to go for it just because like all of the projectiles lead to like kills if you like are spacing it carefully, especially like a wave bounce like arrow or boomerang. Like that's a super death sentence in the corner. But like I like that Skittles stayed a little closer to center, but still had like that down thrown boomerang to cut Cloud off from jumping because you know Cloud wants to jump all the time, and he was just really good at finding his follow-ups. Anthony, I think he can still do this. I think he just got a little bit frazzled. You saw him kind of like throwing up like up tilts and forward tilts and just trying to like force a stock to happen that wasn't necessarily there, and Skittles just took advantage.
Honest to God, I just want to see a little bit more walling from Anthony. I think that he is kind of aggressing Skittles when Youngling is just so good at like saying nope when you come at him. Just no.
Yeah, Youngling definitely the Smash Ultimate classic of the zoner that also has incredible boxing tools.
Oh, okay, get me started.
And there's definitely that like sweet spot mid-range that Cloud needs to play at in this matchup. And Anthony having a hard time getting comfortable in that range, but feeling a bit more comfortable now that he's got 48% on the board. Goes for that forward air, but not going to connect.
Skittles is cooking. He just barely missed it, but he was going for that drag down
forward
air. And Anthony I respect it, trying to like steal that stock back with that suicide down air. Honestly, your way down air percent. It was a good idea. Just missed the mark on, unfortunately. Skittles, however, as crazy that lead was, is 110% racked up out of nowhere from Anthony.
Yeah, he's got a whole lot of damage on deck, but unable to find the kill confirm before Skittles is able to extend on his lead a little bit. Up smash just barely missing.
That was dangerous.
That was dangerous. Dangerous indeed. The limit not going to be used to the full effect. Back air is going to miss, and Skittles finds himself with a state of advantage. That Nair to catch the jump. That's what I mentioned earlier. I feel like it's so easy for Youngling to catch Cloud's jump in this matchup. Skittles doing so with precision.
Gee, and I think we're just seeing
Anthony
Anthony get a bit...
A little too much dip on his chip.
Relax.
Yeah, he's getting a bit antsy right now, I think, because he's running in, he's aggressing, and oh, look at Skittles just like playing, just like waiting for him to come in, because he knows he's going to do it, I think.
There's the up smash. Anthony's been able to find that to take the kill right there. The forward air off stage. Able to make it back, but no jump again. Gets there dodge.
I promise I want to give you guys the best commentary I can, but right now I'm just like head empty like, man, Youngling is so cool. He's so neat.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at him go.
What a cool boomerang. Like, that's literally like half my thoughts are just that right now. No way.
Oh, God, what? Tech is
Oh, gets that
good.
tech. Good timing. Those multi-hit recoveries can be so difficult to tech sometimes.
Well, sometimes
Anthony
you just
gets
fall
that.
out, too.
Right, exactly.
just
So you
like,
just
oh,
air
okay.
dodge, and it's so hard to deal with. But Anthony, playing so precisely there, is able to find it. Gets the cross slash, but doesn't follow through fully. 70% now on Skittles. Anthony trying to take this stock from him right away, lest this game gets out of hand.
I think Anthony's head has just like cooled down just a little bit here. It's just maybe too little too late though. I see that he's playing this a little bit more patiently. He's looking for this kill a bit more smartly, but instead Skittles is just going to plank and wait for his turn.
He's like the only Youngling I see do that efficiently. Like, I never see Toast do it. I never see Super Semi do it. It's just Skittles. He's so good at that.
Oh.
Up tilt?
Wow.
Really?
When you run out of moves.
Yeah, there's the up tilt, man.
He just doesn't have enough, you know?
Yeah, he's super comfortable. So I don't know exactly what Anthony should be doing, but he's got to do something to at least get Skittles out of his comfort zone. Like, you're seeing him just like plank and hang off on stage. You're seeing him go for like really risky like up B kills that would, you know, nearly kill him. He's just fully in his zone.
Yeah.
So he's got to figure something out.
So I've played Skittles a lot because he used to be from Nebraska. He came from Nebraska to Iowa, and we actually played last night too. And one thing that I noticed when we were playing actually was that he's one of the few Younglings who will actually, you know, he'll do something, a move, whatever, and instead of like drifting back, he'll actually drift forward at you.
Yeah,
and
just
I
keeps
think
going at you.
Anthony is also trying to do that, but things like Cloud, Nair, and Fair aren't fast enough to contest just pressing A and then having Young Link Nair come out before all of that. So I think he just needs to just take it a bit slow and almost like drift back into get that space between him and Skittles whenever they're having this like neutral interaction.
Yeah, I think the difference here is going to be Anthony staying in that mid-range threat where he's outraging Youngling's melee, but it's not quite safe to throw out projectiles. We've seen him doing that effectively so far in this game, as Skittles does find his first opening there, and that limit's going to miss. That would have been a huge sigh of relief for Anthony to find himself a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, I don't want to oversimplify the matchup too much, but I do want to state that Cloud's back air is just nightmare fuel for Youngling to deal with, but Skittles is just perfectly content just maneuvering around everything, finding that jump out of shield. He's so good with his pressure. Nobody home for that up smash though. And Anthony, a little risky, but he finishes that side B and is able to force Skittles off stage.
He finds it with the limit out. He's going to plank like you were talking about earlier, doing so effectively. The limit projectile not going to connect. Anthony would have loved to take that first stock, but that little flick out of here said, get off my stage, son.
Dude, my friends get so mad when I kill him with forward throw. They're
such
like,
a
he wears
funny
like a
kill.
size 5. Like, that should not be that
He
strong.
wears a size 5.
It's so potent on Town and City because, you know, those like side blast zones are much smaller too because of how big the stage is. But yeah, it's frustrating for sure. I've been your friends before.
I've been your friends. That little pogo coming through for Skittles to find a little bit more damage. Anthony getting pushed further and further into disadvantage, having a hard time finding an opening. Doing much better in this game, but Skittles still looking so strong. He said, taste the rainbow, son. I got all these moves to throw out at you. And Anthony's just having a hard time dealing with it.
Like, he's just in so much control. The fact that he's able to, like, command that short hop space with approaching neutral air when Cloud has that big forward, you know, fusion back air that he's thrown out instead, but he's just commanding the neutral anyway with it. It just says so much about, like, the mentality that Skittles is in versus Anthony, who's just kind of force playing on his back foot, getting a little nervous, and now even SDing, unfortunately, on the third game.
Yeah, and I was about to say the Anthony Isn't Cool classic is limit cross slash 1-2 into mix up on your shield, and you know things are getting
Right
risky
there.
when they're not following through. He's has not been able to punish on that mix up twice in a row, and then immediately SDs. He just hasn't been able to find his comfort zone yet in this set.
This is really running away from Skittles. Even with the limit on deck, like he feels pretty much unaffected by it. Oh, let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Come on now.
He got finishing touch.
What's he doing with that? A little finishing touch for a breath of fresh air being breathed into Anthony's game. He's got a shot here, a little tomahawk to catch the grab. Tony with new signs of light here in this game.
That was one of the worst commentator's curses of my career.
Absolutely.
My God. Like, man, he's scared of that limit. Oh, my God, he's dead at 70.
I know for a fact right now that Skittles is going to be looking for the jump read on the fair. He's going to be looking for a dare or a fair. He's just trying to get Anthony to jump.
Yeah, the other limit back out. Ooh. Anthony looking for a repeat of the last stock, not able to find it. But this game looking so doable all of a sudden, but Skittles is going to do it to him first.
Very good job coming back there, because honestly, if he hadn't jumped, he died. That blade being super killed.